Welcome back, Turtleholics. So I have some unfortunate news. Last week, my 75-gallon tank started leaking out of nowhere. I don't know what caused it. Here's a little bit clip of what happened. Obviously, I frantically cleaned it all up as quick as possible, but now we have to transition Penny's tank to a stock tank. So this is a 50-gallon stock tank. I'm gonna walk you guys through how to build out a stock tank, and it's actually gonna be pretty cheap. And I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna be turning it from this to this. Let's get into it. Now, the first step of any cheap tank build is going to be to get your decorations for free. So go out to the woods, look for some big pieces of rock like this one here I love, and also this piece of wood I think is super cool. I'm going to try to make it Penny's basking platform if it fits in the tank, but I think it looks super sweet. And here's everything that I collected for the tank. You can see it's an assortment of wood and rocks, and you do want to make sure that you rinse it off. You want to get all the mud off of it, and then you are going to want to boil this in water. We got some boiling water, and that's going to help kill any sort of maybe harmful bacteria or maybe even some insects that are still there. Make sure you have a bucket that can withstand boiling water like this one I have here. So I'm gonna let this driftwood and the rocks sit in this boiling water for about 20 or 30 minutes, and then it should be ready to go in the tank. And this is the 50-gallon stock tank that I'm using. I got it from Ace Hardware for only $89, but it's also available on Amazon, and I'll put those links in the video description. Now let's start filling this puppy up. All right, so I put all of the materials into the tank here, as you can see. I put the big main centerpiece over here. I moved it around a little bit, but what I do like about this position is I'll probably make the basking spot somewhere around here, but also you can see she's gonna hopefully be able to swim underneath over here to explore over on this end here. And then just, yeah, an assortment of other like driftwood, some rocks, and also just some cheap fake plants. I did try to do real plants for Penny in the past, and here's a clip. It just did not really work out. So I'm gonna start with fake plants and then maybe try to work my way back to some real plants. And so now that I kind of have a visualization of what this is gonna look like, I'm gonna take everything out. I'm gonna put the sand that used to be in her old tank into here, and then hopefully I'm gonna put everything back. So now that the sand is down, I'm gonna put all the wood and rocks and everything back in and start putting everything into place. So I have the wood and the rocks kind of where I want it. So now I'm gonna super glue these plants onto like the rocks and probably some of the driftwood as well. I have the fake plants in place here. I scattered some just along the bottom here, and then I do like what I did over here on the driftwood. I added some of the ones that had more color, so hopefully some of that will be sticking out of the water to give it a nice colorful look here. So now we're almost done. The last stage is just gonna be filling this up with water. I'm like 90% sure that this driftwood is gonna start floating, so I might have to tie it down with some zip ties in this big rock over here, which is why I have that. But now it's time to see what will happen. So let's start filling it up with water. Alrighty, so the water is starting to flow here. And this here is about the level that I want to keep it at. I'm realizing now there might not be enough dry area for her to bask. I could always lower the water level, but I do want to keep it high for now. So I have this extra piece of driftwood that I'm going to try to position here to kind of act as like, just to give her a couple more inches to hopefully give her enough space to get out of the water completely and bask right here. So I think that turned out pretty good. As you can see, I was able to super glue it to the two driftwoods together. I'm hoping she'll be able to crawl up this way and be able to sit right up here, and I think it should be able to hold her weight. This big piece of driftwood here has done a good job of not floating. However, this other one, even though I boiled it, it is still floating to the top. So I'm trying to zip tie this rock here, and hopefully that'll do the job of keeping it down. So we got the zip ties, we got those all covered up with these plants here, and I think it looks a lot better. As you see behind me, we got everything set up. We've got the basking spot, which looks way better than I anticipated. I really like that I was able to fit in this extra piece of driftwood to give her a little bit more space. We've got the plants up there. I put in the filter and the heater over here. So the only thing left is to add Penny to her new tank. Let's go get her. I know Penny's ready to get out of here. She's been trying to escape for the last 3 hours. Penny, are you ready to see your new tank? Yeah, she's not too happy with me right now, but she will be when she gets in here. Ready? Do you see? Do you see what this is? No, she's just looking at the camera. All right, here you go in your new home. Just goes right to the bottom. And she's going to explore the cave. I'm hoping she fits. And here's a brand new shot from my new GoPro, which I'm super excited about. It's just really cool because you can kind of see like what life is like through Penny, through her eyes. Let me know if you want to get more videos like this because I can definitely do that. Here she is on the other side. She's a little shy right now. And here she is coming right back through the cave. And I know the water isn't as clear, but I actually really like this because I think it's a little more similar to what she would experience in her natural environment. And here's just some more shots of her exploring. Obviously, she's pretty interested, I think, in her new home, so I love that she's entertained. And then here she is checking out some other parts of the tank. So this is where that other piece of driftwood is. And then of course that big rock. But like I said, like she does look happy, and if Penny's happy, then I'm happy. And one aspect that I really like about this tank that my old tank did not have is that there's just multiple places for her to get out of the water. So not just her basking platform, but you can see that rock and then also this driftwood and plants here, just to kind of let her explore more. And I think she really likes it. All right, there we go. Can she get up there? Look at that. Oh, that was easy. All right, let's see if she wants to stay. No, Penny, that's that's not the, no, it's this. Oh, I dropped it. Now she's gonna be mad. But look at that. She's on the basking platform. Now let's see if she can get off. Okay, that wasn't too bad. And here's another shot of her going up on the basking platform, not assisted with food. So good to know that she'll go up there even if food is not involved. And another thing that you should do for just about any tank build, especially one like this that has a lot of objects, is to just sit around for 30 minutes or an hour and observe your turtle and make sure there's no like safety hazards. For example, as you can see here, she's trying to squeeze past a spot that she should not be, and she almost flips over, which could be dangerous, especially if I'm not there. So because of that, as you can see, she didn't really have enough room there. And I'm going to try to shift this a little bit to the left, which will hopefully give her more room if she does want to come around that side over there. So you can see she's already attempting to get out of there. No, go back. And so that is why Penny, no, go back, no, none of that. So because of that, I have this net here, which I'm gonna have to put over. I have the net attached. Obviously, it makes it look not as cool, but as you can see, it was definitely needed. And I attached it 2 ways. So I basically had zip ties on 4 corners, and then also I lined it with some duct tape. I need to get more duct tape so I can line the entire tank, but this is what it looks like now, and hopefully it will be able to keep her inside of the tank. No, Penny, that's not food. Also, I forgot to do this earlier, but make sure you put conditioner in your water if you use tap water. There you have it, folks. Here is the stock tank. I think in total, everything only cost like $130. So this is a really good, cheap way. If not able to get a large glass tank, these stock tanks are a great alternative. And as you can see, the water got a little bit kind of murky. That's common for new tanks, and also because I have a lot of driftwood, the tannins in the wood usually make it a little foggy, but hopefully over the next couple of days, it will start to clear up. But thank you so much for watching. And if you liked the video, please hit that subscribe button and like the video. And with that, me and Penny, we'll see you on the next one.